Hello, my global Echelon family. It's an incredible time of transition, a time when we have to check out the purpose of our lives and this whole conversation of embodiment. How can we protect our bodies? How can our bodies take us through and support our life's purpose? And that is why today our conversation is going to be about our inner immunity. Because some wonderful researchers are beginning to talk a lot about that we have within this fantastic, miraculous body that we are wearing in this incarnation, the means of immunity. We have an immune system that we can, with consciousness, we can support, which is what we're going to do today, so that it helps us to realize that we don't have to just wait for things to happen to our body, but that we can protect our body through our immune system in such a way that we can pass through all manner of disease difficulties at this time. One of the things that's so exciting is to talk about the telomeres. Perhaps you've heard about them. I think I've spoken of them before. They are the little tips of the genetic encoding, and when they hold those tips and therefore they are very long, that gives us long life. But through toxins in the environment, through all of the stress and poisons that we go through as we grow on, they get shorter and shorter, as does our life. Because without the telomeres, our immune system doesn't function, because the telomeres and an enzyme that is part of this telomere conversation, which is telomerase, is created with the telomeres, with the T cells in our bone marrow. And I love this conversation. I love that sense to come around and say, my body has wisdom. It knows how. It has a number of different killer cells and attacking cells, an army of these kinds of protective energies, so that we do live and perform our purpose in life. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to check in on our T cells. We're going to stimulate that to give us a sense that we want to pay attention to our immune system and to know that it will function for us if we just give it a little consciousness. So let's do that. Let's build the power of our T cells, which are the fighter cells, the killer cells that go out when any odd substance comes in. They go out and dismantle them, destroy them. And so we want them to be strong. And there are ways that we can do that. And so let's practice them and shift our consciousness in such a way that we are able to say, I can trust my immune system. Whether we're giving it foods, or we're giving it vaccinations, or whatever you're giving your immune system to say, I will be strong. But the most important thing is to know that you have an inner immune system that's always been there, will always be there. And if you just focus on it with your consciousness, you can really make a difference. Let's begin with our breath and with the light. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose and exhale slowly. Again, breathe in through your nose and exhale slowly. Makes me smile because I can hear my Messiah breathing in the same way right now. Breathe in through your nose and exhale slowly, slowly, allowing your brain to slow down and your consciousness to expand. Reach up into the cosmos. Pull down that beam of white light. Feel it enter your brain and feel as it flows into your brain that it comes down into your solar plexus, and from there laser it out across the planet, bringing that light, the illumination of our true selves and our physical selves And back into the cosmos, and once again drawing that white light down and extending it out. And now ask your body to show you your bone marrow. I love this a recognition that the T cells are created in our bone marrow, because our bone marrow creates our blood, and the power and the health of our blood is what supports our immune system. So just imagine your bone marrow penetrating in, that juicy bone marrow that gives you fresh new blood and develops those T cells. The T cells are born in the blood, in the bone marrow, but they're matured in the thymus, which we'll get to in a minute. So do you see it? Can you feel it? Just ask your body, how is my bone marrow right now? Is it supporting me to make new T cells? Or is it a little slow? Are my T cells sleeping? Just ask for the truth and see what you get. Mm-hmm. And now ask your bone marrow what light it needs from you to amplify the production of T cells. See what you get. Whatever color. And now just imagine that you're sucking that color directly into that bone marrow area. And feel as if that frequency of light is awakening the production of T cells, it's stimulating your T cells. So that they will be attracted into your thymus. Remember that your thymus, again, matures those T cells and extends them out. But right now, just feel them building in your bone marrow. And imagine that all of the bones in your body are actually, through their marrow, producing the immunity, your inner immunity that belongs to you, that will always help you to be protected and immune from the outside attacks. Good. And just a little bit more of drawing that light, that frequency, that color into your bone marrow. And allow yourself to actually perceive a shift. Because you focus on it, it happens. And open your eyes. Good. Good. And so, when I was talking about this fabulous thymus gland, we've worked on it before. You know that as we get older, it begins to atrophy and just become sort of a dried up thing. Unless we, again, use our consciousness so that throughout our entire life, this thymus gland is awake and producing and maturing these T cells so that our immune system is strong. And one of the ways that we've done before, that I've always loved, is to simply take our fist and stimulate physically by pounding just under your clavicles, just under your bone here, and just pounding your thymus gland. And you can close your eyes and feel that you're physically stimulating that thymus gland. Come on, thymus gland. As it mature those T cells, let them wake up, let them multiply, let them flow from you throughout the body. Just do that. And remember that the way we've done that before, that makes a difference too. It creates a vibration, is to do that sort of sound with it, because that sound is further stimulating it. So, come on, you can do it. just breathe deeply and put your hand over. Feel the vibration in your whole chest. And as you do, again, focus on that command to your thymus gland. Mature the T cells. And then take a deep breath and feel as if those T cells are flowing directly through the blood, directly into all of the cells of your body. Your immune cells. And breathe deeply. Good. I think, of course, when we want to go from the physical body into that expansion of consciousness where we connect with our bodies and we give it the template, we show it what we need and what we want from our bodies. This makes a huge difference in our sense of safety and, in fact, ultimately, in the power of our inner immunity. And so I think it's so important to come to a place where truly in your consciousness you're not allowing yourself through the news, through what's happening around you to sort of shrivel up and try to protect yourself from the onslaughts of whatever is out there as we come into our winter months in the northern hemisphere and you guys in the southern hemisphere into summer. But rather we actually feel from our core, which is bone marrow, a core, that inner immunity that says, no, my body protects me. I can be immune. So that again, if you carry that energy, that I'm not available, again, there's a gift in illness, but it's not a gift we have to continue throughout our lives. Illness is just about time out. Pay attention to why you're here, your purpose, what's true for you. I think that you and I as agents of change have got that one down. So we don't need to go that way. But if you have had a disease or an illness, just know that through your consciousness you can say, this is helping me to clean up, this is helping me to stimulate my immune system, and then you must put the finishing touch on that and say that now I am done with those trials and tribulations, and I'm coming to a place where I am not available. Remember that we've talked about before that if you keep your megahertz, your electromagnetic energy in your body above 62, viruses, bacteria, parasites cannot enter you. And so that's another level of that immunity, of using foods and using specifically the spinning that we do. That's the best way, that's the fastest way, as well as essential oils that are electric and stimulate that electricity within the immune cells, within all of the cells of our body, that give us the energy and the juice to walk through life with that kind of frequency. If you hold that frequency, then it will really truly support your immune system to protect you in all ways. And so let's ask our immune system, now that we've stimulated ourselves, for a tool that will help it not to deteriorate, and not to let the thymus go to sleep or the T cells to go to sleep, but to amplify and lengthen the telomeres, to activate the telomerase, that enzyme that supports us so powerfully, supports our immune system. So close your eyes once more. Take a deep breath. And just imagine your immune system. It could look like a being. It could look like a lump. It could look like some kind of a powerful something. To see how you perceive it. Then ask your immune system what tool it needs to support you now in your embodiment, in your purpose in life, in your energy and your choice to be an agent of change. Could be a symbol or an object or a color that will be the tool that will support your entire immune system. See what you get. Might be some kind of an image which came to me. Whatever that tool is, again, feel as if it's entering into your immune system. And imagine what happens if there's an awakening or a brightness or an expansion of that immune system. Just feel as if every cell within your immune system, your inner immunity, is now carrying that tool that will help it to be on its highest functioning level to support you. So feel again that tool inside your immune system and see the shift. Feel the energy. And as you feel that energy go in, just take a look also at your antibodies. You know, everyone talks about the antibodies as if that's your immune system. That's only one aspect. It's kind of the blood aspect of the immune system. But the T cells are the essential center of power, as is your thymus. So just feel that you have now created this beautiful energy that's unafraid, that knows what to do. And take a deep breath and feel that echo of protection moving through you. A strong immune system in all the ways that we support it is functioning perfectly. It has that tool now to function perfectly within you. And again, take a deep breath and radiate that out as if it were a beacon, as if it were a message going from your physical body out through your auric field, out, strengthening that electromagnetic energy around you, which is such a great protection, and then radiate it out into the world. And feel what it is to really choose. I have protection within me. And so I can add it to my tools of well-being. Take a deep breath and open your eyes. And feel as you open your eyes that you're still radiating out that message and that energy, because that is very crucial. We know that there is a correlation between emotional upset or fears and physical wellness. And so this is a part of that recognition that we have an inner immune system that supports us to stand up in the world and say, I will walk unbowed by toxins and pollutions of the outside environment, because my inside environment is strong, and it is not my purpose to suffer. It doesn't have to be our purpose to be ill. And this will protect us. And so now let us extend that kind of energy out to people in the world. Imagine that as you send a color out, that you are sending a frequency of light that stimulates the immune system, the inner immune system of humanity, that will help us to go through this time that we're going through and emerge on a new level, stronger, because again, our purpose, our power comes from within us, not from without us. Close your eyes once more. Breathe deeply into your body. Exhale slowly and feel as if you are the most powerful super body, super being. And exhale. Now bring into your mind's eye all of humanity. All of those who are sick, all of those who are young, all of those who are old, all of those who are strong. Bring all of humanity into your mind's eye and ask humanity what frequency of light it needs from you to awaken and activate the power of our inner immune system, our inner immunity. That again supports us physically, physiologically, emotionally, mentally and spiritually. All of that is a part of the very subtle essences of our sense of self, our sense of power, our sense of safety. So ask humanity what frequency of light they need from you to find those energies inside, to be fearless within their bodies. Reach up into the cosmos and draw exactly that frequency of light, the power of that, down through the top of your head and laser it out through your auric field. Feel it traveling across the planet. Feel it connecting to all of humanity and awakening something, an inner power, an inner knowing, an inner kind of self that is immune, that is protected, that is safe, that is loved by you and by each of us to be in our bodies. So continue to draw that color down and extend it to humanity and see what you perceive. As if humanity were waking up, as if imagine perhaps all of humanity pounding their chest like Tarzan, or just a sense of peacefulness and inner strength that comes, whatever you perceive. And take a deep breath into your body. And as you exhale, open your eyes. We are each here, one and all, with a purpose. And let us become aware of the potential of our bodies, that they can be super bodies, no matter what age we are or what circumstances we are in, that we can carry this sacred vehicle in the frequency above 62 megahertz that belongs to our true spirit. Great love and health and immunity to each and all of you. Until next time.